to the channel and welcome back to the show. It is December 31st, the last day of 2025. Are y'all ready for it? No secret, I'm ready for it. I am ready for it, y'all. It has been a pretty rough year. There's Uncle Adam calling in. Let's talk to him right quick. I'm gonna get the DJI Action camera hooked up here and let y'all catch the sunrise as we head to Altus. And we'll talk more about what we're gonna talk about today when we get over yonder. Yeah, that way, to the east. Let's ride. Oklahoma, y'all. Pull down here and get this load kicked off. Got the guys out here picking cotton bales out of the warehouse, putting them on these little trains, and they'll take them back over there to the shipping side and get ready to ship this stuff to wherever it's going to go. Our ramp is right up here on the right. See Mr. Gio sitting there. His Dodge, I guess those are Durangos. Spin around, and there's a ramp right there to the right. Around this fire hydrant. They're back here getting her unloaded. So let's kind of talk a little bit about this last year. Got my phone here. We're going to do a little screen record. We're going to go through our videos from the last year, just kind of skim through them and kind of talk about a little summary of 2025 and what happened and what didn't happen maybe, and what should have happened. But so let's get started here. I'm going to have to put on my focals here. Alright, so the screen record is on. Go to YouTube. Alright, so as far as this first video here, it looks like this one was January 9th. So let's go back one video.
This is how my dad transformed his body. It changed his life. It may change yours too.
My name is Harris, and I've lost...
Okay, so you know we got ads, right? So December 31st. This was today, this time last year. So right here we're looking like we're, this was the video where he came in and we put our clutch linkage in.
Actually do it on the truck. All you got to do.
Yep. This is where we're, so this is how we ended our new year, or started our new year of last year. And by this time last year, we were already done with cotton season. So we hardly had a cotton season at all last year. I mean, I think we actually finished 2 days after Christmas last year. So, and we still have 4 weeks, give or take a week. So we could go up to 5 more weeks or maybe 3 more weeks, depending on how everything goes. So, so that's kind of how we started off the new year, was repairing that clutch linkage on the truck. So let's see kind of what happened next. It looks like we got, I believe this one said it was the 9th. So you see there, it's snowing pretty good. It's our first snow of the year, and we've already had our first snow of the year this year about a month and a half ago. It was, man, it was somewhere there in about the middle of November. I can't really remember when, but I don't know what we were doing this day. But it's like we're code starting everything right here. That old Mac Daddy. Like she's a running, so alright, so let's see what happened next. Okay, so by looking here,
on this episode of April 6 Driver,
19 degrees, kind of like it is around here today. Cold starting. Oh, we got the RG in now. I think we were going to move
10 days since we did anything, and before that it was about 10 days before that. So
10 days since we did one load in 20 days, 10 days.
On this thing over the weekend, and I fixed both of them here. I think we're going to stop in here and check out our buddy, Mr. Trucker Johnny.
Oh, this is when we went down to Seminole to pick up our tractor. This is when we actually ran across our buddy Jared Beavers and got hooked up on the feed hauling we were doing. Check out Johnny there. Okay, so alright, so moving on. This is when we finally got to go out to the Triple T out there in Tucson, Arizona. This was right there in the first week of February, I believe. I think we might get to do a little bit of this again this year too. We might get to go out to Casa Grande, or Eloy, actually Eloy, Arizona, and pick up some more cottonseed to bring back to Lubbock. So we got February kicked off pretty good. There we are at Little Sister's truck wash. And the internet kind of sucks over here at Altus sometimes. Looking large out there in the TA parking lot next to Little Sisters in Eloy. Some of y'all, this might be kind of boring, but we're just going to review the year here. Winston, New Mexico to Hereford, Texas. Hopper bottom run. Oh, I remember this. This was a fun trip. Get past the ads here. Yeah.
So
Listen what y'all listen what I'm talking about.
PS right here. They told me my load does not load till tomorrow. I cannot load it till I'm done. Dude, I literally drove an hour down in here. An hour and a little over an hour. There's no phone service, no nothing. Tried to call my wife, but he let me use the phone in there, a landline. So I called my wife, at least let her know what's going on, why I won't be back in contact with her. But I guess I'm going to drive a freaking hour and a half back out and just come back down here in the morning. So I can get...
Alright, so we ended up getting to go back in there and load that night. And I can't even remember what we loaded. It was some kind of feed mix, but that was a pain in the butt. This was for the same broker we're hauling the liquid feed for. I don't know if I have any much videos of liquid feed. No, I don't think I made any videos of hauling that liquid feed right here at the first part, but we were hauling some liquid feed out of Hereford back over to we did a lot of New Mexico and Arizona runs. The liquid feed was pretty good. Only thing bad is that guy kept 10%, and by the time Ronnie kept his 20%, I really wasn't making a whole lot of money on it. So I like doing it. I like the runs, but man, it's just if the money ain't there, it ain't there, right? So that was kind of was the theme all the way up until about May last year. So actually, here is we talked about this.
$22. Let me chalk something else up to not wanting to run over the road.
Well, we're talking about running over the road here. This is where we were hauling some liquid feed. What the
Stripe
heck?
and Square are quietly skimming 3 to 4% of every sale you make. It's basically a...
Sorry about the ads, y'all. Here we are rolling through Arizona, taking one of those loads of feed.
Just south of Holbrook down here, we unload some liquid cow feed going to the ranch down here. It's not a tanker, liquid feed. It's liquid feed, yeah.
Talking to somebody on the phone there, sounds like, but that's what we were doing. Oh, let's see when this video was, when it was posted. February 9th of 2025. So basically we were scratching for work here. Let's move on into, hey, there's old Mac, y'all. Boy's little right there. Check out old Mac. This was February 14th. And me and Uncle Adam are hauling some rock this day. Yep.
Well, we got to pull back here a while ago. We finished up our little stockpile we had right here. Now we're having to pull back there.
So we had got back into some rock hauling by this time. There's old Mac again. I think he was a little chilly. Oh, the old circle of death. Load. I guess I should have did this so I was at home. Alright. Anyway, it's rock hauling, y'all. It ain't gonna load. Let's see. Let's keep it moving here. 9 months ago, some more rock hauling. I think this one we might have been running out of Amarillo over to Pampa.
My plan, if all this fails and I gotta go back to Ronnie.
I was already getting discouraged at this point with everything.
Let's get in here and redo these fertilizer contracts.
Yep, this is where we were running over to Pampa, y'all. Hauling out of Amarillo. We were helping our buddies at,
Thanks to the breakthroughs at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, 4 out of 5 kids in America.
It is sure hard to take that guy serious on all the comedy movies he is in. But yeah, got another ad.
Thanks to the breakthroughs at St. Jude Children's.
All right, anyway, so we're helping our buddies at Driver Inc. do a little work there. So let's go on. Oh man, I remember this day.
What is these rods? Rolling across the field right here.
Here comes the water tank.
Damn it, boy. There goes somebody's water tank, stock tank. I need to get my ass home. We're almost to Clarendon. Golly, that thing's going right forward traffic on I-40 over there. We're right here at I-40 and 70, just north of Clarendon.
So this was the day that I lost my radiator. Just right before that, I hit a big pothole in the road. The wind was blowing like crazy that day. Man, it was a mess. But there we was, yanking the tanks. I guess we were hauling into Dalhart, looks like. It was a bad day that day. This was in March 23rd. So we're getting close to where we changed up our whole game plan here before long.
That 806 cotton deal here. Got her hitting the screws.
The old chicken wing, look how little he was there. That was an old video then, but right here is where we were hauling some cottonseed. We're hauling some cottonseed out of Altus here back over to Lubbock at some fill-in work. They were trying to clean out a barn here, so we did that for a little bit. Then here's where everything changed.
Discovery is not found. It's
This is where we joined the flatbed gang. I think right here we might have been in Oklahoma City, I believe. I believe so. Let's see. A lot of driving clips here, looks like. A lot of me running my mouth, as usual. Flying J. Just scrubbing through here, trying to find some. Here we are. We're right over here, just about 10 miles from where I'm at right now, over at Duke, Oklahoma, getting our trailer. Doing our drop and hook deal.
Peek underneath. Nothing crazy going on. Oh, like that.
You know, I really enjoyed the flatbed work we did. I had a lot of fun with it. Looks like we did it all the way up. Yep, there's the hopper. We started that in May, and this right here was my last load right here. We were headed up to Dalhart to unload that load of sheetrock right there up at Dalhart. This video was put out June 22nd, so we pretty much did it the whole month of May and June for 8 weeks there. And then we some more of this cotton hauling out of Altus over here was starting to pick up, and Ronnie needed me back, and our fertilizer actually was picking up. So we jump in here to July. I remember this pretty well too, and I'll show you why I remember it pretty well. There's old Jeff over there at Nutrient in Clarendon. running them lines. Okay, this wasn't the day I was thinking of. I thought I'd had my truck polished already, and we got it messed up, but this ain't the video where that happened at. So, we're just back to ag trucking right here. This was June 29th.
There you go.
Gonna be in July. Me and old Chicken Wing there.
See you in a little bit, okay?
It's like we were shuttling trailers around from over there at my house to the yard. Yep.
Love that spring.
We're just doing some shuttling there. Okay, here's the hopper bottom video I was thinking of.
So today, the theme of today's video,
July 14th.
why are hopper bottoms so popular on YouTube?
Why are they so popular? Man, look at that guy. He's young as hell looking right there.
As you see,
Let's get to the rain.
oh, gracious.
The truck was all polished out.
The hopper will be loaded, then we'll put.
Oh, another ad, y'all. Let's see, that about got me unloaded back here.
Just in the hopper bottom work. Wherever you're going, pull these little these hoppers that get involved in around at the
Jump
elevator.
through here a little bit.
We're fortunate to have all this rain up here this year for,
Yep, this is where it flooded, guys.
for our ag industry.
And I just polished my truck the day before.
And with that being said,
So yeah, that's a, and I believe this one right here.
before the sun went down, but we just barely made it by the nick of time. We're about 20 miles from the interstate. This is the L5. I don't know what this arch is called, you know something, but there's an arch right there in the rock formation.
This is our last, I believe this was the last load of feed, liquid feed that I hauled. And this was probably somewhere at the end of July, 1st of August. And man, that was a beautiful drive out there. We went to can't remember where it was, but it's right on the Arizona New Mexico line, south of I-40 a pretty good ways, but it was a beautiful drive through that area. So looks like we're in the middle of the year here, July, August area there. So and they got me unloaded here, so we'll finish talking about this here in just a little bit. We'll finish out this year. For YouTube. animal for a little while. I don't think he, like you said, he ain't gonna go for that shit either. Yep. I'm pulling into the Jeep. Well, I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Alright guys, we're backing out this Oklahoma here, getting number 2 kicked off for today, the second load for the day. Let's go ahead and finish out this year review here. This half of it shouldn't take very long because for half of the second half of the part of the year, we're doing what we're doing right now. So the part that we have stayed very busy and been very blessed for this year. We've had a lot of cutting this year, and we're going to be rolling into the new year with it. So that part of the year, we have been very fortunate, and we're fortunate for the folks at Lakeview Farmers Co-op Gen 2 for having us out and having us help out every year. So with that being said, let's get in. I think we left off somewhere in August, and let's see where we're at. So on the phone, screen record is on. Let's go back to our YouTube channel, back to my video. Oops. Your videos. All right, let's see where we're at here. Okay, here we were, Springerville, Arizona. That's where we went. So if y'all want to look that up on the map from earlier, that's where we went. Beautiful country down there. So I guess right after the Springerville run, we ran into our old buddy back on the ads again. Turn this down a little bit. It's gonna make me watch 2 ads. So right here, I think we were moving some fertilizer around. I went and got my overhead ran right here. See Mr. Kevin there, myself, getting ready to run the overhead on the old rat rod. Me doing more of this boring talking. It's like we're in Amarillo, getting loaded. I can't remember where we were running to be in Amarillo there to get loaded. We might have been running over to Oklahoma. Yep. The only place I could think of that we would have been running right here would have been to Oklahoma, probably over to Sayre, Oklahoma. Well, right here, drive through what my grandson, when he rides with me right here, he calls this the forest. Yeah, there it is. There's Sayre, Oklahoma. So we unloaded in Sayre, then we ran on up to
Hang a left right here.
we ran on up to Woodward to get loaded, probably come back to Clarendon.
Got
That good old thunderstorm right there.
Two or three sheriff vehicles. Tank at the end.
No, we actually came to Memphis to unload. One of the very few loads we got to haul to our local customer this year. That's one thing that killed us this year is this customer that's right there at home. They're using a trucking company that is 130 miles, 140 miles away. Actually further than that. Yeah. About 140 miles away.
We got
probably.
a position right.
No, it's further than that.
We're going to go into this tank right here.
It's probably about 180 miles away to haul our product down here. Now, with that being said, this company, fertilizer company, feed store, farm supply store, their parent company is in Perryton, Texas. So it makes sense that they're using them. But man, it kicked our butt not having them this year, and it kicked our butt not being able to haul out of Amarillo like we normally do. So that being said, I didn't record any, but if we go back to right before we went flatbedding, that company out of Amarillo, they actually sent us down, me and Uncle Adam, we went and hauled out of Corpus Christi back up to Texarkana. Good runs. They're about 800 miles a day. So it's about, let's see, yeah, it's a little over 800 miles a day because it's like 427 miles, I think, one way. So we were running close to 8. We were ag hauling, let's put it that way. So that's about all we did for them last year. Normally, man, we do a bunch of work around the house for those folks. So, let's go to back to this video right quick.
How many subscriptions are you paying for?
Come on, man.
Rocket Money helps find forgotten subscriptions and makes canceling them as...
We're skipping over. Here at the end of the video, I think we got to see our buddy, Mr. TJ. He came and borrowed the low boy. Went down and picked him up an old truck that he's going to use to rebuild. They got several of these old KWs, so he went to pick that thing up. There's old Mr. TJ right there. That's my buddy right there, y'all. This dude, TJ, and his family, his whole family. Mr. Scotty, y'all look down in the comments. You see a Scotty Collins down there that comments on all the video. That is TJ's, I believe, either cousin or uncle. And then little Marcus, big Marcus, TJ's dad, Tim. Man, they're all great people. Florida, Texas, Collins Trucking.
Little small towns, you know, got to
Let's get in here and see.
Only 2 or 3, 4 or 5 guys.
And TJ and his dad are actually helping us right now do take care of the seed at the gym. They've been a big help. Oh man, what we got going on today? Looks like the rat rod is hooked up belly dump right here. Oh yeah, we're about to go belly dumping, and I made a
Right-hand lane there.
Probably unhooked the belly dump, got back under the step deck here.
To the left.
Look, I'm missing a quarter finger here too, like I am right now.
Beam up.
And this is where the RV came and hit this barrel. I don't know if I'm already past that point or not, but an RV came down this hill while we, right here, I think we're actually, I think I'm unhooking right here. But he not, no, it might have been right here. I'm trying to see where we're at here. But anyway, the RV came down the hill, hit that barrel right there in the center, and kind of knocked it at me. So we were talking about dangerous jobs in the truck and roll. We're gonna do a little bit of this work right here after we get done tinting here. We got some more of those concrete barriers like that to go with. Then let's see, there's a live. Okay, then in middle of August here, we went to Dalhart to 806 Big Rig
If you
Roundup.
mash strawberries and the layer between peanut butter
This
and
guy's
chocolate,
crazy. Y'all ever watch his
then
videos?
freeze it.
Alright, so with the 806 Big Rig Roundup, we had a convoy. We had a really good time at this. There we go. Turn your TV on the side so you see it good. Look at that old International. Woo! Hey, I found one. That's an 85 model. I found an 87 on Facebook Marketplace yesterday. They want $10,000 for it. There's Josh's other truck. Check that service truck out, man. That is the cat's meow right there. We had a good time hanging out with them guys that weekend. So next August, if you're in the 806 area, you might go check out the Big Rig Roundup. We'll be doing it every year. There's Mr. Chad Dixon coming in the frame right there. Beautiful truck. Ultraviolet is what they call it. Pretty much right after that, we got into doing a lot of belly dumping. We'll be talking about some belly dumping here at the end of this video because it looks like that is probably, unless the fertilizer just gets crazy, I think we're going to be doing a whole lot of belly dumping. That's just that's where we're going to be putting all our hamsters into the cage on, or what do you call it, all your ducks into the pond, or all your getting your ducks in a row. That's where we're going to be at. And I guess we talked right here about, is the economy ever going to recover for trucking? Got me hooked up to a tanker there. I don't know. I'm probably just complaining again as usual. Let's watch Uber Eats here and see what they got going on. Not that I need to eat anymore. I'm just a fatty.
Uber Eats is bringing you savings on your favorite game day snacks.
Like
right now,
where's that
score
skip
40%
button?
off
Skip it.
good.
Hey, y'all don't hit the skip button when you're watching the video though.
Of December or so, it dropped. But guess what was going on?
Looks like we're yanking tanks again.
The election.
I don't know. Talking about elections. I had some pie charts drawn up. I think we're just hauling fertilizer this day, probably to Clarendon, it looks like. Sure looks like that's what we were doing. Come on, load video. Yep, we're right here unloading some fertilizer there at Clarendon. Doing all the good. High-speed crop feed. Hey, I got my quarter fender back there. We don't have it now. Oh, so we just got unloaded here in Clarendon. So that right there, for the most part, is going to wrap up everything we did up until we did a little bit of, we delved into a little bit of milo harvesting. They got me done already. So we did a couple of weeks of this milo harvest while we were waiting on some peanuts and all that. Just kind of doing some fill-in work. So had a good time. We went down there to Chillicothe and went and seen Russell and John Young. Did a lot of helping them out, and we had a good time. And actually, it was really nice meeting them guys. We had Uncle Adam and I both had a really good time down there hanging out with them. Right here looks like I was easing back in there to go get a load. Let's see, yeah, we're lining up. We're about to back up there and load the wagon. Oh, hey, looks like I'm back in Plainview there at White Energy. That's where we were unloading the stuff. So, talking to Uncle Adam there, he's almost back down there to kick his That's off. About where we were wrapping it up for the season. And we were back into cotton. Let's turn this screen record off. Back into the cotton. Let's get out here and close these doors. Duke, Oklahoma. I don't know what we got going on up here.
Police, looks like maybe an ambulance, a fire truck. He's saying, come on. Maybe they had a wreck or something, or somebody had a little medical emergency. Yeah, looks like they might have had some kind of a medical emergency going on right there.
Alright, so we got her kicked off there. We're headed on back to the yard right quick. We got our buddy, Mr. Gary Neal. Got him a flat on his truck. We're going to help him patch it right quick because we do not have a tire shop in Memphis anymore. I always forget about that 287 diesel, but I don't know nothing about them, so I don't know. I told him I'd help him out, though, if he'd meet me at the shop. So that's what we're going to do. We're about 10 miles out from the house right now from there. So once we get him fixed up, we're going to pick up little chicken wing, and we're going to head back out to the gym and get load number 3 and take over to Altus. So, you know, 2025 was pretty rough, especially starting out. I mean, the first 4 months were rough. Catching that skip. First 4 months were really, really rough. And then we kind of got into the flatbed deal. And, you know, everything we hauled from the flatbed deal to some of the hopper work, a lot of the stuff we're getting into, by the time my percentage comes out, it just really, if I was hauling the 100% of the load, it might be okay, but the 20% out, because it's already $4 a mile freight, you know, on a 50-50 turnaround. By the time I give 80 cents of that $4 up, I'm at $3.20, and you do that all miles, I'm at about $1.50, $1.60 a mile. There ain't no way to do that. So I hope we do not run into that this spring. I hope our fertilizer really comes back on and our rates stay good. And if not, we're going to get back into our rock hauling really hard and heavy. The rock hauling, you know, for the most part, if things stay the same as they were right before we got back into hauling seed here, the stuff we were doing, we were staying pretty close to that $5 a mile rate. The only thing bad about it was it's just pretty hard on your truck, the stuff that we were doing. Now, I don't know. We got some stuff in the works on that, so I hope it works out for us and something we can push on through and then kind of work back and forth between it and our fertilizers. So I really would like to try to find a little something to do with the hoppers too. That's what Ronnie, boss man, he was really talking about. We really need to utilize what we got, the trailers that we got this year. So in other words, we're going to have to find some work to do with either the hoppers, the walk-in floors, or the tankers. And preferably the hoppers and the or the tankers, because with the walk-in floor, you know, them hoppers, with the tankers, I can get 6.5 miles a gallon. With the hopper bottoms, I can get 5.5 to 6, depending on how I drive. With the walk-in floors, I get 4. And that, you know, it just, that's what kills you with the walk-in floor freight, is a lot of times it's still, for some reason, cheaper, and then you do not get no fuel mileage at all. So, so that's our plans for 26. That's our outlook on 2026 going in. Let's just, we're going to keep our hopes high, but our hopes high and our expectations low, I guess. So our expectations high and our hopes low. Let's not get our hopes up so we get our knees cut out from under us. I got a guy talk to me the other day about a job, and maybe we'll talk about that later. If this is if this whole thing blew up and I had to go drive for somebody else, that could be a pretty good opportunity. But I'm not even going to think about that right now. I'm just going, and like he said, just keep it in the back of your mind. Something comes up, you need a job, call me, let me know. I can get you in on this deal. So maybe that could be promising. So, but right now, we're going to get in here. We're going to help our buddy Gary patch a tire right quick. And then we'll get back out to the gym and grab old chicken wing. And we'll put an end to this year-end video. Guys, the last sunset of 2025. We are pulling in here to kick load number 3 off. Ain't that right, chicken wing? Yeah. Tell everybody hi. Say hi. Say it's New Year's Eve. I think Chicken Wing wants to do a little bit of recording here for y'all. So when we're getting the doors open and getting backed up, old Chicken Wing's gonna do a fine job, ain't you? Huh? What you got there? What is that? A dolphin. A dolphin? What the heck? You like the Miami Dolphins? Everybody check out your new hat you got for Christmas. That's pretty cool. What's that hat called? Lost what? Other side. That way. That is a Lost Calf brand hat. Nonetheless, Chicken Wing fixing to take over. Quality Hall County cotton. The last load of 2025. Well, we still got more to go at 2026, don't we, bud? Yeah. Yep. Chicken wing. Last one for 25, y'all. Last load 2025 going in the barn. We had to wait a little while. I guess everybody had the same idea, gear at the same time, but so we got Got another flatbed showed up. There's one here when we got here, and then that y'all seen that star car when we pulled up. So yeah, me no chicken wing. We're gonna go home. We're gonna go get us some pizza, right? Grandma bring us some pizza. Yep, and we're gonna sit down and watch some movies and get ready for the ball to drop. But I will probably actually fall asleep before the ball drops. But we're here kicking the last one off. I hope all of you had a happy New Year. I know this is going to be out a few days after New Year's, but I hope all of you had a happy New Year, and I wish all of y'all the best for 2026. What's up? We're wishing y'all all the best for 2026. Thank you for all your support this year and all the years past. We're dang close. I think we're like 100 and some change from 10,000. I was really hoping we'd do it before the first of the year, but we didn't quite make it. Of course, I haven't been posting like I need to either. So, with that being said, the new year has come. We're almost here, and the last load is coming off the trailer, and we'll catch y'all next year. Tell them keep the shiny side up. Tell them, Trevor. Say, hey, keep the shiny side up. Keep the shiny side up.
Keep the shiny side up.
And hammer down.
And hammer down.
All right. So see y'all on the next.
See